Hey, it's Big Joe and Laura here on Mix 95.7, Grand Rapids Best Mix, welcoming you to Thursday, May 2nd, 2024, a.k.a. Grand Rapids birthday, baby.
Woo woo.
What do you get somebody that's so old? Grand Rapids was founded in 1850.
First of all, you're not supposed to talk about a lady's age. Very rude of you to sit there and call her out like that, because Grand Rapids is clearly a lady.
I was just going to say, you feel like Grand Rapids is a lady? I feel like it's a guy.
No, absolutely not. Why do you think Grand Rapids is a guy?
Well, since I don't really have a rebuttal to that, I just said the opposite of you. Why do you think it's a girl?
Because she's majestic. She has rivers. She has lakes nearby. She's beautiful. There's ladies like beer too. Just because there's beer, we got art. I mean, that's a very ladylike thing. There's tons of nice things to do. I don't feel like.
Why are we only equating those to being female traits? What about dudes that are beautiful, no matter what they say?
No, don't.
Your words.
You're beautiful.
Oh, I was going to do Christina Aguilera. Oh. No matter what they say, the Grand River flows right through.
But again, that's another female. That's my point. Like, boats are always ladies, so I feel like nice cities should always be ladies, too. Like, there's no dude boats. I feel like a tugboat would be a dude boat, but, like, that's it.
Like a short little Napoleon type guy.
Yeah, just little loud and stupid. Maybe barges would be dudes, but all other boats. Yeah, exactly.
Let's go.
But yeah, no, I think Grand Rapids is a nice lady, and I mean, I'm happy you gave her age, but you shouldn't shame her for it.
But help me out. 1950, 2050. So that'd be 2050. That I'm bad at math. How old is she?
Wait, what?
How old is, if 1850 is when Grand Rapids is founded, you got 1950 is 100 years, and if you do 2050, which we're not there yet, that would be 200. So what is 50 minus 24?
Why would you ask me math right now?
What are we, 126?
Yes.
I'm going with a 126. I haven't even had coffee yet. By the way, if I got that right, round of applause for myself.
We'll never know.
Round of applause for myself.
We probably got it wrong, so just do your own math, and either way, she's over 100 years old, and we're real happy for her. So.
Yeah, go get it, girl.
It's time for Big Joe and Laura's Need to Know News on Mix 95.7.
Yesterday, the Wayland Fire Department posted on their Facebook that they are grateful for all the outpouring of the community and support and prayers for Fire Chief Jim Stoddard. The chief had a cardiac emergency on April 26, and he's been in critical care at Butterworth Hospital since then. Now, the department said they're encouraged by his progress, which that's great by itself, but a lot of people, us included, Laura, are saying, well, what can we do to help out? Is there anything,
Yeah.
And they say, yeah, you know what? You can actually send cards to him. They say you can mail them to the fire department in Wayland, and they'll be delivered to Stoddard personally by staff and everybody there.
If you're looking to go to some concerts this summer, you're going to love this. Live Nation has kicked off their $25 ticket week, offering tickets to several shows in Michigan for a pretty steep discount. Some of the artists on their list include AJR, Maroon 5, Pink, Dan and Shay, and Creed, amongst dozens of other concerts.
Oh my gosh, with arms wide open.
Oh, I'm seeing Creed this summer now. All of you can too, and I encourage it. We got a full list waiting for you inside the Mix 95.7 app if you want to see which shows you can pick up before they sell out.
And your final need to know news story takes us to Oklahoma. A 9-year-old named Branson saved his parents over the weekend with all those crazy tornadoes. It actually tossed their truck into some trees. Now, he was okay, but both of the parents were seriously injured. This is his uncle talking about what happened and what this little boy did.
And the only way he found his way back is lightning strike. Every time there's lightning strike, it would light up the road. So he ran as fast as he could, as hard as he could. He probably made a mile in 10 minutes. The last thing Branson told to him is, "Mom, Dad, please don't die. I'll be back."
Wow, that's crazy.
Could you imagine running at night and just having the lightning light your way? Oh my gosh, I'm glad everybody's going to be okay.
Yeah, I don't think I would have been smart enough to run like that. I think I would have just stayed there with my parents and panicked. And so, this little boy's a hero.
That is Big Joe and Laura's Need to Know News on Mix 95.7.
It's time to play Laura Can't Lose on Mix 95.7. Here's how it happens. You'll have 1 minute to answer 5 questions. You can pass if you need to, and we'll come back if time allows. A tie goes to Laura because, well, her name's on the show. Here's who's playing Laura Can't Lose today.
This morning, representing Middleville, we've got Nikki.
Good morning, Nikki. And I hear that you have Logan and Brody in the car with you this morning.
Good morning, Laura. Yes, I do.
Awesome.
They're excited to play you.
I hear 3 against me is a little tough, and you guys are going up for the biggest jackpot we've ever had in Laura Can't Lose history of $70 with the Michigan Lottery tickets. That could buy a lot of snacks, so good luck, Godspeed.
Thank you. I sure could.
Nikki, Logan, and Brody, we got to kick Laura out of the studio to play the game, okay?
All right. Send your voice.
They were ready.
All right, when that door closes, we will get into question number 1. What band released the album American Idiot in 2004?
Ooh, we're going to pass for a moment.
Question number 2. Harrison Ford has starred in this action movie series about an adventurous archaeologist.
Indiana Jones.
Question 3. In The Walking Dead, what is the name of Negan's baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire?
Oh, boy. We've never watched that. You guys got a guess, boys? No. Killer.
Question number 4. Who wrote a famous diary while hiding from Nazis in Amsterdam?
Anne Frank.
Question 5. Which national park in Michigan is known for its sand dunes along Lake Michigan?
Sweeping Bear Dunes.
Question number 1 again. What band released the album American Idiot in 2004?
I feel like this is going to be too early, but I'm going to go with Offspring.
Love the Offspring. Okay. I'm going to bring Laura in.
Laura! La, 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 Laura!
Okay, Nikki in Middleville, you got your kids. What do you do for a living?
I am a teacher.
Ooh,
So that
okay.
doesn't make me nervous at all. She should have all the answers. You secretly have an answer key hidden, don't you?
I wish.
Well, let's see, Laura, if you're going to pass or fail here.
Oh, no.
If you want to tie Nikki, you got to get 3 right. Any more than that, you'll win, and that jackpot will keep on growing.
All right, let's do it.
Question number 1, Laura. What band released the album American Idiot in 2004?
That would be Green Day.
Correct. 1-0, Laura in the lead. Question number 2. Harrison Ford has starred in this action movie series about an adventurous archaeologist.
My husband loves these movies. That's Indiana Jones.
Oh, boy.
I'm not a big fan, but
I
I
see
go
James
anyway.
running around the house with a whip.
And the baby's rolling around behind him like a big giant boulder. It's fine.
You both got that, so it's now 2-1 going into question number 3. In The Walking Dead, what is the name of Negan's baseball bat that's wrapped in barbed wire?
Oh, I know he has one. I didn't know it had a name. Let's just say Steve. I don't know.
I like that better than the name we gave it.
What name did you give it?
Killer. We didn't know.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's way better than Steve.
No, it's actually Lucille.
Oh, that's a great name, too.
It is. The score is 2-1 going into question number 4. Who wrote a famous diary while hiding from Nazis when she was in Amsterdam?
That would be Anne Frank.
That is correct. We have got a 3-2 game going into question number 5. Which national park in Michigan is known for its sand dunes along Lake Michigan?
Sleeping Bear?
Laura, that is correct, and you are a winner today with the score being 4-3.
I was very nervous about that one. I'm so sorry, Nikki.
I was hoping, since you're not from Michigan, you didn't know, but...
You know, I may not be a Michigander, but I'm trying my best not to lose this game, so I'm learning as I go.
Okay.
You're doing fantastic.
Thank you, Nikki.
Nikki, since you guys lost, you know what you have to do, right?
Aw.
This is Nikki and Logan and Brody from Middleville, and Laura just can't lose.
Oh, Nikki, I love you guys so much. I hope you have a great morning. And if you want to be like them and try to take me out now that the jackpot's grown to $75, give us a call right now at 616-600-0957.
It's time for Big Joe and Laura's Need to Know News on Mix 95.7.
Yelp has created a list of America's best brunch spots, and Lucy's Cafe in Grand Rapids, Creston neighborhood came in 12th place in the entire country.
Wow.
Actually, they're the only one, Laura, from Michigan to make the list. Lucy's was once a local market and turned into a restaurant in 2016 after the children of the original owner stepped down and took over.
Obviously, I love going to the movies. I talk about it all the time. My favorite part, getting a big old bucket of popcorn. And did you know that you could actually help mental health by grabbing popcorn this month? month?
No, how can you do that?
Well, through the month of May, Celebration Cinema is giving 50 cents from every large popcorn bucket sold to mental health services right here in Grand Rapids in West Michigan. And they're also going to be offering free 1-hour training sessions from the community of hearts to help to advocate for yourself when you're not feeling good and what you can do and things like that. But I just think this is so cool that they're taking 1 month and just really digging into a good cause, all by encouraging you to eat some popcorn.
Yeah, I love anytime we can bring light about mental health. And shout out to my therapist, Jesse. I'll see you at noon.
Woo woo!
And your final need-to-know news story, we're going to Wisconsin. A school bus driver there had a medical issue and passed out behind the wheel. Oh, this is so scary. That's when 8th grader AC Holland took charge, got the lady's foot off the gas, pulled the bus over, and then called 911.
Wow.
This is AC and his dad talking about what happened.
I walked, see if she okay, and she ain't respond, so her foot was still on the gas. I scooted her over, moved her foot off the gas, and I just turned the wheel and pressed the brake at the same time.
First thing went through my mind is like, so wait, you drove a bus? And I just proud of him.
I'm just glad that I was able to get everybody home safe and make sure that everybody was okay.
That's incredible. A child doing something that I would have never been smart enough. Like if I was the kid in that situation, that bus is like driving off a cliff or something. There's no way I would have been smart enough.
Laura and I are sitting there.
AC, you're truly a hero.
That is Big Joe and Laura's Need to Know News on Mix 95.7. Is it okay to try things out before you buy them at the store? And I'm not talking about grapes. Hey, it's Big Joe and Laura, Mix 95.7, Grand Rapids Best Mix. I'm going to have you, Laura, try to figure out exactly what it was. And then I would love to hear from people on their thoughts of this, if I'm just overreacting and being a judgmental guy, or if what I saw this woman doing is absolutely disgusting.
I'm horrified. I'm going to guess the only thing I know that my husband likes to try when we go to the stores, he's very particular about blueberries. So he'll always go and like when they have the sweetest blueberries from Disc Girl at Meijer, he'll always be like, not quite ready yet. And then he won't buy them. And it drives me crazy, but I know that he's particular, and I'd rather him do that than to throw them away.
Maybe you can give me one more guess, because I want to say this. Like, it's got nothing to do with food of any kind or drinks of any kind.
Okay, so then,
throw that out.
I don't know. The only thing I could think of that you could easily try in a store, and it would be gross, but I don't think it's as gross as you're saying necessarily, and it would be a hairbrush. Like, maybe you want to make sure it goes well through, because, like, sometimes your hair's thick and it's hard, and, I don't want other people's hair in my brush if I'm buying it, so I feel like that'd be pretty gross.
Okay, I'm going to say this. That's not it, but you're getting closer. Do you want to take one more guess? It's probably in that area of the grocery store.
Oh, how about a toothbrush?
That is disgusting. It is not a toothbrush.
Oh, no.
What I saw this lady try and do at the grocery store, and I found it absolutely disgusting. She opened up a thing of deodorant and popped off the cap and sniffed it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I actually was doing the same thing, too. I was trying to find something new that I liked.
I do it every time with the native ones. I want those Girl Scout cookie scents.
Okay, well, this is where things get interesting. She then proceeds to lower her arm under her shirt, raising it up to her armpit, and she applied the deodorant to both armpits.
Oh, no. Why? No, why? You can't test it in that amount of time. Are you going to, run laps around the store and see if you sweat? Like, what's your game plan there? Were you too lazy to put it on before you left the house? No way. No.
And I am not trying to shame anybody, but it was so interesting to me that she was so, nonchalant about it. Like, I was right next to her. There was the men's deodorant and the women's deodorant. And it's not like she was hiding her eyes in a spot she couldn't see. She's just like, I'm going to try this out, see how these work on my pits.
Okay, so I'm going to ask, I don't know if this is a nice question or not, so please don't judge me, everyone. I mean, did she look like someone who couldn't afford or wouldn't have deodorant?
Oh, no, that's a reasonable question. Some people definitely might do that. If they couldn't afford it, they might steal it or try that out.
Sure.
She had a cart full of other things, so I don't think the money was a problem.
Okay, because I was like, because sometimes, I'll be honest, I'm at the mall and I didn't do my makeup that day, and maybe I go to Sephora and try out a new eyeshadow because I need eyeshadow. So, I'm not here to judge necessarily, but again, Did she at least put it in her cart and keep it? Please tell me she didn't put it back on the shelf. Joe, you have to tell me she didn't put it back on the shelf.
She ended up going with a different stick.
No. So it's someone out there in West Michigan has used, oh no, I'm never buying deodorant again. Can you tell me what location it was so I don't buy my deodorant there, please?
I don't want to say it on air, but I do want to know if you think it's okay to try out deodorant before you buy it at the store. I mean, to be fair, people do try perfume and cologne out.
No, but that doesn't touch your skin. I'm not rubbing the head of the perfume nozzle all over my arm like a psycho.
I want to know, 616-600-0957, if you think that's okay. And also, just in general, if you've seen something disgustingly gross like that, you're like, what are they doing? It's Big Joe and Laura. You okay?
I'm not okay. I'm never going to survive from this emotionally.
On Mix 95.7. We are the Big Joe and Laura show on Mix 95.7. I saw a lady the other day when I went to the grocery store to pick up a few things I needed, including deodorant. Wanted to try something new. I saw her take the cap off, which is okay, and that little plastic thing to smell it. At least that's my opinion. I think it's okay to smell the deodorant.
Yeah, you can always smell things. You can open lotion and smell it and stuff as long as you're not, using it.
Yeah, well, she did. She ended up, reaching down, putting it under her left armpit, couple of swipes, then her right armpit. She put the cap on, and she didn't go with that deodorant. She went with another one.
Oh, so she put it back on the shelf?
Yeah, so 616-600-0957. Wondering what you think, if that's acceptable to try out deodorant, or that is, like I said, gross and disgusting.
Or if you've seen somebody try something out equally unhinged, we would love to hear that story too. We've got a DM in the Mix 95.7 app from Stacy in Grand Haven who says, no, it's not okay to eat just a grape. It's not okay to spray body spray if there's no tester. And yes, you'd better wash your fruits and vegetables that are sold individually and bulk. Now, I don't agree with Stacy. I'm fine with if you spray some perfume. Realistically, the amount you're going to use is so little that, especially in places like Target, Walmart, Meijer, they're not going to have a tester out, and that's okay. Just, give it a little sniff. If you could try to do it without spraying it, that's ideal.
Yeah, but I don't want you
you.
opening up in a box or tampering with something, because if I think something's been tampered with, even if it's innocent, if I get home, I don't want to use it. I guess.
No, you shouldn't. That's why they have the tamper seals, to keep you from doing that. Like our baby formula has it on there. Makeup has it on there. All sorts of stuff. I mean, speaking of makeup, we actually got a DM from someone else in the Mix 95.7 app who said, after working retail for years, I learned that if makeup has a broken seal, don't buy it. Just don't buy it. And I'm like, yeah, probably true. I mean, think about it this way. If they've broken into the package, there's a reason it's sealed. It's like, what's the word I'm looking for right here? Medically safe. It's more sterile. Sterile is the word I'm looking for. They sterilize that stuff because makeup you're putting all over your eyes, your face, your mouth. You do not want to dig into that. And same with your armpits. There's bacteria and stuff down there. God forbid someone has something weird going on. I don't know if you could get an armpit funk. I don't know. I don't share deodorant, but I'm sure there's probably something out there you could catch from this.
Yeah. I just. The more I think about it, even as people that try grapes or blueberries, I'm just like, man, what if somebody else touched that grape but didn't go with it?
Oh, I mean,
and they had dirty fingers and dirty hands.
Well, the fruit and vegetables are dirty. They tell you to wash them when you get home. So if you're just eating them off the shelf, they're telling you to wash them when you get home. They did not wash them before you touch them. So that's why I always fuss at my husband. I'm like, don't eat the blueberries. It's so gross.